short amount of time to do what you guys have accomplished.
I just came on board. I met Dave May 4th, actually,
Really?
with the band that I was representing.
Wow.
So,
That's
good,
awesome.
good match.
Yeah. I thought your dog was a bear. Yeah, pet bear, that's wrong. That looks like a bear. Really? Oh, I see the camera. That's so cool.
There's no cam.
It's E. True Hollywood story.
Does it remind you of Meet the Parents?
Yeah.
All right. Good evening, everybody, or afternoon, depending on where you are in the world. You know what happens when this happens, don't you? Because I sure as hell don't. They call me the Midnight Cobbler. I'm also a lot of other things that I've been called in my lifetime. But what we are doing here is a session of In the Hole from the new studio. And we're looking forward to having a lot more of these. I have my favorite pet, Guppy, back on my desk where she belongs. Unfortunately, I was told if I feed it sugar cookies, I am a dead man. So there will be no sugar cookie feeding to the beta fish tonight. But it does like to play. It does like to play. Attack the wand. Okay, that's enough. Okay, if you were looking in on the live stream broadcast, there are two lovely ladies, and your eyes are not deceiving you. One is to the left, one is to the right. They are twins, I understand.
Yes, sir.
And I know I'm going to get this wrong. Nalani would be, to you people sitting at home, that one.
You're welcome.
Everything's a little backwards here sometimes, but it's to my left. To you people watching on your screen at home, it'll be on your right. That's why so many people in the NFL miss a football, because they're looking at the big screen when they're trying to catch it and they realize they're on the wrong side of the field.
It's a good thing none of us are in football, right?
Yeah, that's why I'm sitting behind a desk, and the only thing the camera can catch is the back of my chair. I did that on purpose. And Sarina is that one.
We're so tempted to wear name tags on our forehead.
And a hand once in a while, you'll see. All right. We have graciously asked them to come, and they are be releasing a brand new album out very shortly. And we're going to let them have a blast. We're going to chat a little bit with them, but we're going to let them start off by playing a few tunes. And they can play anything they like. If they want to play a cover song, we're okay with that. You just have to give credit to the artist who actually wrote the song. The only thing we do not ask you do is no politics, please, because we are a world internet radio station. Our politics here in the United States just don't fit the rest of the world. That is our only disclaimer. The rest of it is nothing but fun. So, ladies, I know you can see the back of my head, but I can see you clearly because I have a picture of you on my monitor.
But you look so beautiful.
That's because I haven't been dropped here enough. Okay, simple question. How long have you two been playing music?
Let's see. We've always been playing together ever since we were little, but really starting to play out was probably around 16, so about 4 years now.
Okay. You going to college or?
We've actually been taking time off to pursue music.
Okay. Good. Well, there's nothing wrong with that. I mean, it's a lovely profession.
Although our mom has made us give her a promise that we will go before she dies.
Good girls.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh, I'm sorry. I'll turn your mic on.
Really? You didn't have my mic on?
Nope.
Wow.
It's your right-hand man.
Okay,
Can't be
I see
left
where
out.
I stand now.
Oh.
All right. Now you just go by your first names for your band, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. And it's always just the two of you? I mean, some of the pictures I've seen, you've been with other artists and...
It's mainly just the two of us. Yeah, we thought we'd confuse as many people with our names as possible.
Okay. Now, I'll have to see what I can do about maybe them sitting in with Michael Bolton one day.
That would be really cool.
Yeah. Yeah, I know he won't come here. We'd have to go to New York, but... Yeah.
That would be fun.
Yeah. Neat. Give me something to work on. All right. Hey, stranger things have happened. All right. So, would you ladies like to start with a song, or you want to talk a little bit about yourself?
Why don't we play a song and then we'll chat for a bit?
Okay. Yeah. Look at me. I'm playing poker over here. I got cards on my desk.
We're going to play a song. It's actually the first song on our new album. This one's called Raw Sugar.
Maybe, life ain't what it used to be. 'Cause I've been thinking lately, there's so much that I haven't seen. Let me be raw sugar, young and free. Please, please, come on, give me a piece of love. No, I can't get enough. I like it better when you're around. I will give everything I own. My heart is set in stone, baby. Yeah, come on and sing it with me. Na 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 na, yeah. Baby, 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 come and run away with me. Oh yeah. We'll stroll along the High Line, count the bricks on Granite Street. There will be raw sugar, young and free. Please, please, come on, give me a piece of love. No, I can't get enough. I like it better when you're around. I will give everything I own. My heart is set in stone, baby. Yeah, come on and sing it with me. Na 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 na, yeah. Na 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 na, yeah. better days, better days will come. Alright. Ooh, no, yeah. Better days will come. Oh, and we'll be raw sugar, young and free. Raw sugar, you and me. Raw sugar, come on, please, please, please. Come on, give me a piece of love. No, I can't get enough. I like it better when you're around. I would give everything I own. My heart is set in stone, baby. Yeah, come on and sing it, Dave. Na 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 yeah. Na 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 yeah.
I got to get me a little clap machine for in here.
Get one of those audience cheer woos.
Well, when we do a coffee house here, when we do the coffee houses in this location, the room holds like 50 people. So there's always somebody applauding. It's tough when you're actually in the studio. You feel bad sometimes because that song was absolutely fantastic, and it's just the four of us, realistically.
You guys are a great audience, though.
So
Your energy is perfect.
I'm over here Facebooking and tweeting, okay? I'm doing my job.
oh, you're not doing Candy Crush?
I love Candy Crush.
Yes.
We should play.
After the show.
Okay. Yeah.
I need a ticket to move on to the next level.
Wow,
Sorry, we digress.
there was a can of worms I opened up. I apologize to the world for that. In case anybody doesn't know what Candy Crush is, I don't either. So, all right. So, where are you going to be playing soon? Anywhere special?
We're actually going to do something very interesting this next month. In Lambertville, New Jersey, there's a dance studio that has been choreographing to a bunch of our songs. So we're kind of going to be doing this love kind of concert.
It's basically a night of dance and music, and we're going to be performing live while the dance is going on behind us. So there will be 2 weekends, starting February 7th, and I think it ends the 17th, right? 14th, 17th? So yeah, that should be fun. But we will be in Dragonfly Cafe in Somerville next Saturday.
Yeah, Peter's place. Yeah. Yeah.
We met Todd and a bunch of really good local musicians there. They're just such a...
Next time you see Todd, tell him Cupcakes sends her love.
Man, you're known as Cupcakes to everybody. Now we really got to try these cupcakes.
I've never had one either.
You're living up to the standard of...
I'm just a cute cupcake. I don't eat cupcakes anymore.
We'll tell Todd that Cupcake says hi.
But yeah, it's a great environment there. Everybody's really open, and it's a lot of fun.
Have you tried their grilled cheese and bacon?
I have, and I think I died when I tried
me
it.
too.
And I was a little iffy at first, too.
Sorry.
I know, we're talking in the air.
Well, I'm multitasking here.
No, Somerville definitely needs a place that's cozy like that. And I think they just opened a year ago, I think. Mm-hmm. And we've been there like every month, and every single time we go there.
It's literally the best listening room in Somerville. And I think, doesn't Peter refer to it as that? The living...
the living room.
Yeah, his living room, yeah.
Yeah, pretty much everybody really does sit and listen to the performers.
Yeah,
in that
That's
location.
really nice there.
Great.
And great turkey chili.
Yes.
Oh, yes.
And such an awesome bathroom.
I know.
Yes.
Isn't that cool?
Yeah, I love
Every
that.
It's
single
not just
time.
me.
It's all the little things.
And I got to sit out on the sidewalk every time.
Half the things the three of us talk about are just cozy, comforting things.
No, it's okay.
Candy Crush.
Unfortunately for me to do what I do, I have to bring so much equipment. He has no room for me in his building, so I'm out on the sidewalk.
Well, we could always just set up in the bathroom. It's big enough.
Perfect.
We were thinking about that. Then I guess we have to get a little porta potty right outside the bathroom, and then people will be knocking on the door. Can I get in?
You'll get good reverbs in there, though. Maybe.
We do miss going to the Dragonfly. Hopefully, probably in the late spring, we'll be back up there.
You should come
so-
February 1st.
Is that when you're going to be there?
Yeah, we'll be there February 1st. And then March, too. We try to get in there every month, or else we feel like we're in Dragonfly withdrawal.
Good. Yeah, we were covering his Sunday show where Al was actually running the show,
Okay.
and there would be like 10 performers that day.
And that's where we heard Coffee House Todd sing.
Oh,
Yes.
absolutely phenomenal.
Mustang Sally.
Next time, I have
Yeah,
to.
we gotta get him to sing.
hammer him.
But he's just so full of life. Everybody who comes through those doors
Yep.
always.
He was with us on our Friday night shows at Espresso Joe's out on the patio deck.
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah. I think that's where we met him. We were
Yep.
doing the
Twilight Series.
Yeah,
Yep.
series. And once we saw him with that tambourine, we called him up
We
every
fell in
single
love.
time.
Yeah, he's
Well,
such a sweet
we
guy.
actually first met him at Riverfest.
Riverfest, yep.
Ah,
In that 100-degree weather, he was out there every day.
Oh my goodness.
He was there every day. Yeah.
the thing
Yep.
about Todd, you see such a love of music in him that it's like contagious.
And
Like,
knowledge.
Yeah.
I know.
The knowledge
Yes.
that he has.
Oh my
You know what
gosh.
happened is my other half hasn't been able to do a show with me for a while. She's been busy with life and everything.
'Cause your other half is that your twin too.
Nah, she was just my best girlfriend and whatnot. And we started doing these shows together. Well, she couldn't do it, and I couldn't remember the names of the groups, and I was so overwhelmed, and I was trying to make this jewelry and sell it, to support the station. And one day I just handed the mic to Todd. I said, Todd, tell me about this group. He took off, told me everything there was to know about this group.
That is amazing, and that's why I'm so glad
like
he
a
started
sponge.
hosting a lot of.
Yeah, he's been
espresso
doing a lot of
joints.
emceeing, and that he just is so natural. He doesn't plan anything. He just goes right up on stage, and it's so natural. It just comes right out.
Yeah, he was
fantastic.
doing it for Molly McGuire's too.
Yes,
on
Molly McGuire's on Tuesdays.
Yep. Yeah.
He knows all the places.
No, you got to give his mom credit too. Dale
yeah,
is
yeah.
fantastic.
Yep.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
I mean,
Shout out to both Gail and Todd.
Yeah.
Hi Dale, hi Todd, miss you guys.
I think the last show he was going pretty nuts.
Yeah.
there.
It was fun.
Yeah, he had pictures posted, I guess, last night when he was at Espresso Joe's.
Oh, cool.
Yeah.
Good coffee there too. I don't know if it's chock full of nuts, but
No, it
it's
was a strange coffee
different
company. Yeah, I never heard of it before, but it actually is really good coffee.
The distributing plant is in Hoboken.
Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah.
All our
All right. Now that everybody likes coffee, and 40-foot-hole studio, and 40, just so that everybody knows, 40-foot-hole studio brews chock full of nuts coffee,
get it right.
the most heavenly coffee,
Sponsored by.
brewed out in New York since 1938.
Somehow I think they should sponsor us at this point.
You work on that.
I'm going to work on that.
Promotional slip right there.
There you go.
That's all right. Hey, we're looking for any kind of sponsorship that we possibly can. It does cost a lot of money to do what we do. We do it because I love music, and Cupcake over here has found a love for music. And that is why 40-foot-hole studio exists. There are so many artists like yourselves, the two of you out there, that have so much good talent and are, great performers, and your energy level is high. That you need a home, you need a place to get heard, and basically, you're being seen live on video. You're also being heard live. For those people that are in their car or something, they can pick you up on the smartphone and listen. So, and basically, a recording of this will be made and a SoundCloud of it, so it's out there forever. And so will the video be until we decide to take it down. But we do this, and we're looking for sponsorship, and everybody to promise. Everybody says okay, and all these corporations, they all, after they say okay, yeah, okay, they disappeared. So But we continue to do it anyway because without that, we wouldn't get an opportunity to hear you two girls sing.
Well, we appreciate you welcoming us in your little studio home.
It's the comfiest studio we've been to.
Yeah, and we do it right here. I've been to a couple other radio stations, and I appreciate everything that they do also. But they just throw a couple mics over here and a mic on a table, and you're supposed to get sound out of that.
Yeah, listen, guys, they do it right.
Yeah.
And
they do it right.
Unfortunately, it's just because they all know how expensive it is to do this, and unfortunately, it's just to me, it was a hobby that went completely wrong.
Stinks when your hobby is the one you love.
Yes, it is. All right, what would you girls like to play now?
Let's see. We'll do Getaway. This is actually a bonus track that we decided to throw on at the end of our album, and it's really almost just like when we wrote it. It was at a point of just frustration. Like whenever you're frustrated, we tend to rant, and so we basically did that in song form, and this is what came out. This is called Getaway.
Wake up in the same old place thinking, what face shall I wear today? Picking out the things you'll say from a never-ending list. You set on replay, take me away. I can't go on. You'd rather complain than stand up for anyone. Better go run along. You wanna be forever young. Maybe you should change your age. Hey, how can I rephrase? You talk more to my back and to my face. It's all the same. Next day you undo the screws in my brain and replace it with the board game, chasing the train. I'll stop the track. Don't need another person breathing down my neck. Get me out of this town before I'm trapped. Got one life to live. Better change it fast now. Hey, just let me get away. Let me get away. Let me get away. Hey, just let me get away. Let me get away now. Oh. You see me down like an artifact. You judge without knowing where I'm at. Some people thought the world was flat, but that don't mean a theory's a fact. I'm so sick of that. You don't know me. Look in the mirror and you'll see what I see. I don't know how to make sense of it all, but before you know it, I'll break through the walls of my palace. Call me Alice. Nobody understands. If you need me, I'll be looking for another wonderland. I still got a whole world to discover. Give my mind something to write, and that's my bread and butter. Hey, write a song. Hey, I move along. Hey, read the words on the page before they blow away. Cause there ain't no need to overthink. Wing it. Hey, just let me get away. Let me get away. Let me get away. Hey, just let me get away. Let me get away now. Whoa, oh. Hey. Whoa, oh. Break it down. I've been trying to keep it positive, but somehow you keep stopping it. Don't think that's the way it's supposed to be. If you think I need to compete or feed your heart a beat, well, I don't think so. Every time I turn around, I'm in the same place. It feels I'm slowly going insane, like a burning house without an escape. Guess we all gotta find our own way. So don't try to change for the sake of change. Keep singing your song your own way. If somebody don't like it, then walk away. Don't care anymore what they all say. Woo! Next time you come across us and can't remember our names, hey, we'll make it real easy. Why don't you call us the yin yang? Hey, just let me get away. Let me get away. Let me get away. Hey, just let me get away. Just let me get away now. What? Oh. Come on. What? Oh. What? Oh.
Yes, indeed. Very nice.
I didn't want to give up the headphones. But
That's okay.
that was nice.
All right. Hey, you're not supposed to be sleeping during a live show.
Guppy is enjoying the music.
Yes, he is.
She.
Whatever.
Well, would you like me to call you a her?
Be a he, she.
Come on. She is totally relaxed. My daughter named the beta fish Guppy.
Aw, not Cupcake Junior?
No. No, my daughter tried to call me Muffin. I said, listen, muffins are big and I shrunk. So I'm a cupcake.
I like that. It's nice to actually have someone our height in the room. Always seems to be so short.
And this is why I stay seated.
Yeah, exactly. Because when we stand, we're your height.
If you two stood on each other's shoulders, you might get up
But
there.
Maybe.
Yeah, we should do that.
Just maybe.
For a little fun and entertainment purposes only.
Right, exactly.
Yes.
I mean, you have a video.
But yeah, well, the video doesn't have to stop when the fun's over. We can let it go, and everybody can watch you pack up.
Fun.
Yeah. No, I mean we're going to be doing quite a few different things with the video. Hopefully by the summertime, the video will be going on the road with us. Also, it won't be just staying here in the studio. So when we do go on the road and we do a show, or the same things that we're doing here, we'll be able to do, well, of course, on the road. Other than that, I got nothing. So thanks for coming, ladies. I appreciate you coming out and spending this whole afternoon with us. Oh, I'm sorry. We're not done?
No, they only played 2 songs.
Oh,
What's wrong with you?
I think I only drink like half my coffee.
I mean, really? You just.
I just want to watch them struggle with the piano some more.
Wow.
We just did this for visual display.
That's what I thought. You know?
Or as a footrest. You rather that? Oh, man.
So,
There's
High
just
class foot
times
rest.
when there's something wrong with you.
times.
I swear,
Times.
you guys act exactly like we do. It's this little like
It's contagious.
big-
Make sure you show them the commercials we have not aired yet for 40-foot-hole
Oh,
studio.
yes. I can't. do
After
it.
the
We have
show's
so much
over.
to do after the show.
I know, right?
goodness.
We actually brought you guys both CDs.
Oh, okay.
Awesome.
Oh, did you sign
Are these the new ones that are coming out?
Yeah. Oh, yeah. So they're getting a special
Okay.
pre.
Awesome.
Did they sign them
Oh,
too?
yeah. That one's for
You're going to sign.
switch on.
Okay,
I
switch
think
them.
Sarina still needs to sign it.
Switch them.
Yep. Yeah, that says Billy on it.
Cool.
Thanks.
Yeah, we
Cool,
have to
cool,
go
cool.
over it again with a permanent marker.
Yeah,
now,
we'll
so-
ride over it.
No, that's perfectly fine the way it is. Yeah,
guys-
that's all the requirement is to come here. Bring me a CD and sign it.
Totally.
That's it.
Oh, but mine is bigger. You have to sign my guitar.
Yeah.
Oh, we would.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's not a lefty though, right?
No. Probably could be made. No, it couldn't. If you played it backwards.
Yeah.
Do Jimi Hendrix style.
I just put the strings backwards. The
But
lower,
then the little loop-de-loop thing, you know.
the little loop-de-loop thing.
Yes. Did you hear that loop-de-loop?
That
That's a term
that technical
for
guitar. Joe Orlando,
loop-de-loop.
I guarantee you he's listening while he's at the
Sorry,
trade
Joe.
show in Alameda. Okay.
Loop-de-loop.
He's going, loop-de-loop. What have I told her? I've never taught her anything. We're going to have to go to his music school, and he's going to chastise you.
Sorry, Joe.
And now they got a nice place, the Monmouth Academy of Musical Arts. They also have a recording studio there. They teach music and also have concerts and stuff there. And him and Bell are the lead organization of the Criers. They've been together for a little over 25 years. And they travel around and have a blast playing their music. They travel all over the United States. Yeah. Sometimes we can actually pin them down.
Oh, occasionally.
Yeah, occasionally. Yeah. All right. So what is next for you two ladies? Besides drinking more coffee.
Exactly. More chocolate nuts. I just have to say, you have the perfect radio voice, by the way.
Doesn't he?
And that is
Totally,
why
totally
and that is why I do radio.
Perfect avenue.
He's got the
Yes.
perfect radio face, too.
Yes,
It's-
I
know,
do.
seriously. We gotta get you on video. You gotta scoot back a bit. Ah, hand. That's all you guys get. What?
Ladies, do I need to make more coffee?
Oh no, this is perfect. There's still some left in there.
Okay, can you pass them over here? Okay, camera, don't look at me.
Too late.
Basically, after coming to you guys, we kind of want to hit up as many radio places and get this CD to as many people as we can, and just keep doing what we love, just keep performing for people.
There you go. Well, actually, out by your way is Danny Coleman. Have you done his show yet?
His name does sound familiar, though.
Hamilton Radio.
Hamilton.
We'll have to get
It
his contact info.
Yeah, I'll touch base with him and send all your information over to him.
Cool.
And we're going to drop your music in a few places.
And actually, another friend of ours, Laszlo, he's Monmouth County.
I believe so, yes.
And actually, he has a fundraiser he does every year. And what we'll try to do, I'll touch base with him and give him a couple clips of this show that he can put in his fundraiser, if it's okay with you ladies.
Yeah, totally.
Because his wife suffers.
She suffers from spondylitis.
Right.
Spondylitis.
Which is a degenerative, can't even say that word. The spine. It has to do with the spine, and it just kind of
It's very painful, very, very
excruciatingly
painful. And there's right now there's absolutely no cure for it. But there is an organization, like everything else. There is an organization that is trying to find ways to make it less painful and then hopefully cure it. And so he does it was 48 hours, right? Or no, 72 hours.
72 hours.
72 hours, and and we donated the radio station's time to play the music that he put together for the radiothon.
It's so great you guys do that, and that they do that.
So I mean, it's
Yeah, we'd totally be on board if you need to put anything towards that fundraiser.
sure.
That'd be great.
Yeah, I'll touch base with Laszlo's. We met him at Espresso Joe's.
Espresso Joe's Twilight
Yeah.
Series.
Yeah.
His wife actually helped me out a lot because she was able to point me in a direction that would give my daughter some relief from her back pain.
That's okay. I didn't need any coffee. A jug full of nuts, the most heavenly
What other
coffee.
radio place has coffee like this?
Okay, I see we're going to have to make more coffee. Okay, cupcakes out for a few minutes. Yeah.
See, we got a singing preview from you.
The coffee brews in 3 minutes flat, so I won't be gone too long.
Okay.
A minute there,
won't be
3 minutes to brew the coffee. All right, now that we got rid of her. Thanks for coming by.
Still in the room.
In spirit.
I did speak a little too soon. I forgot she was still in the room. All right. So,
I wish we could see you face to face. But
There we go.
Perfect.
We're just trying to sneak you into the camera.
it's not gonna happen. It's not gonna happen.
I think we'll just slowly inch your way closer and closer.
Yeah, the lens would break. And then we're out of it.
Excuses.
Well, I try to make up as many as possible when I do these shows. So, no, but unfortunately, all my screens are over here, and it's easier for me to look the other way. That's all. I try to give the artist as much room as possible. I try to stay in the corner. Like when I go to coffee houses, I'm usually stuck in I go to a corner somewhere because I don't want to take up any visible space for the people who want to see the acts that are performing, the artists that are performing. So I do try to hide. So we wound up, we always go with lots of cables and stuff like that. And, we bring our own lights and stuff, like the lights you see in the ceiling here. We bring those to the different coffee houses because sometimes by the time we're done, it's dark out. And, we did it for Espresso Joe's. We put a set of LED lights up along the whole railing to brighten up the whole thing so, the artists aren't blinded by, big quartz lights. But, it's a love for music.
Yeah.
And it's the only thing I can describe as the reason why we do it.
I'm surprised we haven't come across you sooner, because we've been in and out of Espresso Joe's and
The whole keyboard area.
It's hard for me to do his show inside. because he
Yes.
does have very tight quarters.
Yeah.
We did a couple inside, but he lost like 6 places to sit. So I understand his
Yeah.
purpose. I mean,
It's good that you're out in the open outside, except for when it rains or.
well, when it rains,
tried it one time.
yeah, a couple times that it does rain, we do set up inside. We bring everything inside, and he's okay with that because he's
good.
losing most of his crowd anyway because of the rain.
Yeah.
But at least the acts still go on; they still get heard, and and the sound clouds get made out of it. So it's. We had the privilege last year of. We were actually asked to record the Jam Awards.
Oh.
Yeah, and we wound up because the theater sold out. They told us that we could also broadcast it at that point.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, so that was a good honor for us. That was
Good
a
for
nice
you
honor
guys.
for
Yeah,
us.
that's great.
I'm a lot of good friends of mine. Kevin John Allen won some awards.
Peter was there too, right?
Yes.
Peter and.
Yeah.
And wasn't Lauren there?
Lauren Marsh. Well, she won an award. Sophia Nicole won an award.
Oh, yeah.
Yep. So I mean, I'm not even sure if they're going to have it this year.
Why is it?
From last I heard, the main guy that took charge in running everything, his job took him to Atlanta.
Oh.
Yeah. So I haven't heard from anybody from the board that was doing the voting and everything whether or not they're still going to have it. Because normally I see advertising for it already.
Yeah.
Because it is held in March.
Yeah,
so-
they always do that stuff in advance.
Yep. And so I haven't even heard from Kishore, who was instrumental in doing a lot of the bookings for Espresso Joe's.
Oh.
And he was part of Musicians on a Mission. And that's a good cause too. They do a lot of good stuff. That's one of those organizations where it's good for the artist to belong to. It'll help you get in the door to a couple other venues,
Yeah.
and like the Red Bank River Fest, the 3-day
Yeah.
festival. Because the amazing part is they have 2 stages. They have stages of independent artists, and that's the one that we broadcast on. And then they have the main stage, and the independent artist stage always seems to have more people around it
That's
year after
interesting.
year. Yeah. So I mean, it's the jazz festival at Asbury Park and stuff like that. I mean, they're all good causes.
Yeah.
I'll give you their contact information. I'll send it your way.
Awesome.
They're nice people. You really need to touch base with them because they do Ocean and Monmouth County. We're trying to get more coffee houses organized down this way. There's a major population growth down here all the way from Toms River down to Atlantic City, but there's very few coffee houses,
Right.
okay, and very few small house venues that will sit and listen to artists. No offense to bars, but you're competing against people that want to watch TV.
Yeah.
You're competing against,
It's
playing
always a
video
little tricky.
games.
Yeah, and that's
Little
what's so
tricky.
great about
It
coffee
is.
houses. The people in general, and also just the whole environment. Everybody's so attentive. And
Yeah.
That's what we love about
Yeah.
coffee houses. And the coffee, of course.
I know Lauren, Michaela McLean, they play at a coffee house up in Teaneck a lot. Because Lauren was going to school up that way.
Oh, yeah.
Lauren Marsh, Michaela McLean, she is actually a music teacher, a vocal teacher, but has an excellent music career. She has 2 albums out now. And we've had the opportunity to broadcast her a couple times. And she's from the Bridgewater area, and she travels all the way up to Teaneck to go to this one
Bridgewater,
coffee
that's
house.
not too far from us.
Yeah, no, it's right around the corner technically. Yeah, like what, 15 minutes
Yeah,
away.
20 minutes.
Yeah.
Not bad at all.
Yeah. So that's why you guys go to Dragonfly a lot.
Yep.
That's right around the
Yeah.
corner.
All
Yeah,
right.
yeah.
Of course.
Come on, Billy, 5-minute coffee. I'm trying to dog this before they play another song.
Exactly.
But, it's and now we got which I find fascinating because just very recently, The Voice has started following 40-foot-hole studio and
Really?
listening to our independent artist weekend shows
That
and
is
stuff
great.
like
That's
that. Yeah.
awesome.
because I guess they're looking, because they're creating a whole nother series of voice shows, that they're looking for new artists and stuff to get, to talk to about auditioning for the shows. So, yeah. So I mean, I've been having a lot of fun. I'm one of those people who I don't sleep.
Well, it's all the coffee. It's all the coffee.
No, actually, it's not. It's
is it just us, or do you not get affected by caffeine?
No, it does not
You don't
bother
get
me
affected?
whatsoever. No.
I think it's also just people music lovers or people involved in music. Their minds are always active. I've always found. Talking with other people, like my brains are always going.
Well, you sort of get a little edge from it, but if I'm tired, I'll go take a nap.
Yeah,
I can have a cup of
naps
coffee.
are the
I can have a
best.
cup of coffee in my hand. You know, it's
Yeah,
time,
right. Yeah.
time for a nap.
And then there's the people that just get the shakes.
Yeah.
But now.
We've driven so far. I think the furthest we've driven for a show has been the Dragonfly last year, because it takes about an hour and a half for us to get there, because we have to go all the way up.
Do you guys do shows in like Pennsylvania or Philly?
We're working with a couple jazz clubs in Philadelphia to get into.
Okay.
There are a couple great artists that I've been helping. I've been doing broadcasting a show for an organization at Denver, Colorado called Modern Soul Source.
Wow.
And they've come up with some really good independent jazz and soul artists and R&B artists.
Oh, nice.
And we've been very pleased to be able to broadcast this show for them. They make a show once a month, but I give them usually 3 to 5 hours on a Wednesday night with their
This
shows.
is in Philly?
They're actually in Denver, Colorado,
Oh, Colorado.
but some of the artists that they deal with are in Philly.
Huh.
And I've been talking with them, and I would love to be able to sit down and spend some time with them, and just
Philly's a cool artsy.
they're coming
city.
coming back with
Yeah.
their club, with their little tiny bistro.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We played
Scene.
a few
Yeah.
places in Philly, and it's weird when you hop different towns, just different impressions you get from people, but it's
Yeah.
definitely a cool.
There's a couple of good clubs in New York too. I got to touch base with a few of the performers that I know. Lena Ford from Tanya and the Revolutionaries, and Dina Bonet, who was a world-class orchestra fiddle player, decided
Wow.
she just wanted to go out and play her own music. And they both live in New York City. I've had the opportunity to broadcast them and record them. And they're nice, very nice people. Lena Ford is a DJ for WPLJ in New York City also. So, I mean, it's the world of music has really been good for me in its own way, and I'm pleased that, it's sort of a full circle thing,
Right.
and that's all you can ask for.
Yeah.
But as far as the music industry itself, I mean, it's a tough racket.
It is.
It really it's a tough
And that's
racket.
the battle, because you try so hard to be so creative and positive about it. It's battling that business brain mindset with the creative
Right.
juices, and
Yep.
those. It's hard to keep them separate, but also do it. It's a battle, but you learn how to manage it.
You have to keep yourself out there,
Yeah.
and all the markets, Reverb Nation, Twitter, YouTube. It's tough though, because half the time the videos that they're using are from the camera. They're horrible.
Yeah.
I'll make sure that you girls get a whole copy of this video,
great.
and we can take parts of it and you can do what you want with it. It's just, you have to be able to keep active. If you're just going to sit around and do nothing
Yeah.
and go to 1 or 2 coffee houses and the same coffee houses, problem is those same 30 people are your fans.
Yep. Gotta expand.
You got to keep moving around and just stay fresh and stay focused and always be yourself. You two have a really great upbeat personality from the moment you walked in the door here, and said, "Oh my God, we're playing in that crap hole." That's fine.
Wait, people say that?
You two said it when you came in the door.
No, we didn't.
Oh my God.
That's a
It's
perfect.
like this is
That
like
was
the
a perfect
evil
expression.
twins.
That was the
Suddenly
perfect
turned to the evil twins. Oh my my goodness.
Like,
Who said that?
That was the after expression.
Yeah.
I think we said this was so cozy and I smell candles. That's
Yeah.
what
Yes.
I said.
candles and coffee. Are you kidding me? This is like heaven.
Yeah, we'll be staying here the night. You didn't know that?
And it's Christmas all year round here.
Oh, yes.
Yeah. But it's, and it's just, to keep yourself fresh and upbeat is what makes the performer. I can give you a list of people that have been doing this their entire life and are happy just playing in coffee houses, and selling their CDs in coffee houses. We have a CD that we have out that was 11 songs donated by 11 artists.
Oh,
And they handpicked the songs that they wanted to give us to use for our fundraiser CD. And people go to, well, can't we just get one? Yeah, fundraiser CD. Yeah, let me just toss these things out. No. I can't give these away. Sorry. But it's just, I love meeting all the people that come to the coffee houses. I love meeting all the artists. I have a great time with all the artists. And it's sometimes I run into this weird mindset of some of the audience members, like, well, I've heard these people before, so I'm going to go home now. But have you heard the other act coming up?
There's always something new. If you go into
Yeah.
a coffee
Have you heard the other artists coming up? No, but I've already heard these people, so it's probably the same thing. Really?
I feel like that's not just in coffee shops though. That's in venues too.
Yep. Yeah. We were in a friend of mine, Steve Keller. He has a band called Ripped. His idol is Alice Cooper.
Alice Cooper.
School's Out.
Yeah.
And
Right as soon as you
oh
say
no,
School's
he's a hard rock guitar player.
Out. Okay.
Their band is very, very good. When we first met them at the Popcorn Park Zoo, their drummer was their lead singer's daughter, and she was only 17, and she was absolutely phenomenal. Yeah.
To be with those guys, the
Yeah.
hard rockers,
Yeah.
you gotta have the headbang in there.
And so we went up to Buddy's Tavern in Sayreville, and Steven asked us to go up and broadcast them, and we said, yeah, we'll give it a shot. And we had a great night, and the other artist that he asked to come up with, Steve Bello, reminded me of a cross between Stevie Vai and Stevie Ray Vaughan. Yeah, phenomenal guitar player. So, I mean, and yeah, I still owe him the recording too if I ever get to it. Sorry, Steven and Steven. Because I was in the middle of moving the studio and the whole thing. So,
When did you move the studio?
middle of December.
Middle of December.
Yeah.
Take that for you?
Rest right here.
My little baby.
But it really just came to the fact the studio had to be moved because we just needed more room. Basically, is
Well,
what
it's a
happened.
great setup.
Yeah.
Everything's a great.
And we had the first thing we did in here after we moved. Steven just came out to say hello to us and brought another friend of his who wanted to give me his CD, and we wound up. They all sat down and started jamming, and 3 hours later they're still jamming, and it was a lot of fun.
Best part was they didn't know they were.
Yeah, they didn't even know I was recording or broadcasting it. Yeah.
That's what
Yeah.
you do with the monkey.
Yeah,
You know what I
right.
mean?
It's
Behind
in
the
the
monkey.
sky.
Actually, the monkey wasn't there yet. No. I had the camera out in plain sight. It was,
Must have been blind.
there was mics laid out. I didn't have any particular mics,
It's secretive.
but I
It
just
blends
had
in with the
mics just
lights.
laying on the floor and in a pile over here and a pile over there.
I think that's the best when it's not direct and it's just like you get the energy of the jam.
Well,
That's the best.
I like starting to record when you're practicing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So when I'm doing the sound check and everything, and you get a feel for the people and everything else, and this way the people at home can hear you without in the raw, as I say.
Right, yeah.
So Okay, we've killed an hour. They played 3 songs. What are we up to next?
Let's keep going.
Okay. Uh-oh, I hear a piano. A very large piano.
A very heavy piano. Yes.
That 2 tiny girls drug in from the dirt.
Sounds like a TV show. Oh, speaking of jam.
And next at 40footholestudio, the piano.
Cue piano. Especially Rhodes. I like that we were talking about jams because for this next one, this was one of the couple tracks that we have on the record where we thought it was really important to have a bunch of musicians in one room recording all the music at one time. And there's definitely an energy level that's just totally different. And we had the opportunity to work with Will Lee on bass and Joe Bonadio on drums and Tommy Mandel.
And Lainey Stern on electric guitar. And we basically it was this awesome interaction where you just feedback with all these players, and it's a huge difference when everybody's
It's
in
like
the
a
same
party in the room, kind of
Yeah.
like it is here.
But this one's called There I Go.
There I go again, tripping over my own 2 feet again. You know I'm trying to get my way through the evening. Just to walk around the block's all I really need, so I can see far beyond all the little things. Funny how life can be so deceiving. The stars could go to sleep tonight, 'cause I need to find my own light, find my own light. I've been brave, I've been crazy, been better than I have before. If you thought you could change me, I guess you never knew me at all. I'm not afraid, I'm not angry. My heart is warmer, better than ever before. I guess you never knew me at all, yeah. There I go, there I go, there I go again. Pull my heart out, but nobody's listening. Thick skin kicks in a bit too slowly. Who are they to say what I gotta be? This world ain't perfect, so why should I be? Nobody deserves to be lonely. Now I can finally sleep tonight, 'cause I just need to find my own light, find my own light. I've been brave, I've been crazy, I've been better than I have before. If you thought you could change me, I guess you never knew me at all. I'm not afraid, I'm not angry. My heart is warmer, better than ever before. I guess you never knew me at all. You don't know me. An opinion instead of really living the way it's supposed to be. 'Cause all of my life I've been hiding behind everything expected of me. We get caught up in opinion instead of really living the way it's supposed to be. We change, we grow, we fight till we know that to live we must be free. I've been brave, I've been crazy, I've been better than I have before. If you thought you could change me, I guess you never knew me at all. I'm not afraid, I'm not angry, no. My heart is warmer, better than ever before. You don't know me at all, you don't know me. Oh, no, no. You don't know me, yeah. Oh no, you never knew me at all.
That was real good. That was very good.
A little jazziness in here.
Yes, indeed.
Actually, my friend over in Scotland, he has a jazz show, and he just tuned in.
Oh, very cool.
Derek,
Hello,
if you're,
Scotland.
if you're listening, I think this is one of those Skype interviews you should do.
He does Skype interviews. Those are very
Well,
cool.
he doesn't yet, but I'll teach him how.
Oh, cool.
Those
We
are
are
a lot of-
Scottish, by the way.
Bolton.
That's right. So yeah,
I'll
think we have the
accent.
wasn't a
We
good
don't have the
segue.
accent down though. Definitely don't have the accent down.
Well, you won't understand a thing he says,
Nah.
but that's
That's
okay.
fine. We'll speak their music.
That's it. Music communicates everything.
Universal language.
City girls want some more coffee? It's
I'm
fresh
always-
pot.
Yeah.
Here we go. Here we go. Now I can't vouch for this because it's only half. I'm going to let you pour it. I have very weak hands. It's only half chock full of nuts,
Oh, it's okay.
and then it's. I'm not going to tell you what the other half is.
See, it's totally the coffee house vibe now.
What are you poisoning these two girls with?
No, I'm just. It's a European coffee. It's
A
just-
European coffee?
There's
No,
always
you-
two of us. If one of us, just drops dead.
Here you go.
Oh, what is
Nope.
this? Oh,
Hospitality, hospitality.
Aye, Captain, the thermos has been spiked.
it's snowing here, so we're
Oh,
gonna
it's-
we're just gonna get
It's like a
Snowed
blizzard
in
out
here.
there, actually.
Is it
really.
It's like a blizzard out there. So don't worry about it.
I know. We're
'Cause
just
if you
gonna
guys
sit
get-
here and drink coffee.
If you
and
get
just
snowed
have a
in, we
little-
got your back.
It's actually really funny. Throughout the whole recording process of
Well, actually, if they get snowed in, they get waffles in the morning.
I know.
yeah, exactly.
It's a bake all night.
But there are a ton of times in the studio where it would be, of course, like the one day where we have to go into Philly to go to the studio. That would be the day where it would be this huge snowstorm, and we'd be stuck there for like a few days. And it always like weird things like that. But
Yeah, it's rough
It was
being
fun.
stuck in Philly for a few days.
yeah, but it was fun because
Such a hardship.
well, in the studio it's nice, so it forced us to stay in there.
Okay, Derek says Skype interview if you want, and he wanted to let you know that Bolton is English, not
It's
We are
Scottish.
English. Well, we are Irish, English, and Scottish, and then half Filipino. So
See, he knows. He even knows the origin of our
know.
last name. We
Well,
don't.
he's very sensitive about that.
Gotta be true to the Scottish.
Okay, I'm only Irish sitting here. It's okay, everybody. It's,
You know, when he was over here, I just called him Scotland, him Ireland.
and every time he spoke, I said, "What?"
Now we definitely have to meet this guy.
yeah, I know. That's awesome.
We've done a Skype interview before, and those
Well,
are fun.
he has
Yeah.
Skype, right?
Yes, he has
Then,
Skype.
then tell him to Skype my phone.
You're very
Hey,
fun.
Derek,
I'll put him on the air.
Derek, Skype.
Derek, Skype my phone.
Will
Do
we
you
need
have-
a translator?
I am the translator. I'm the official translator.
I guess I should make sure Skype is on my phone.
Oh yeah, he's an actor too.
Wow.
No, I'm not.
No,
No.
oh, no, you're just a multiple personality.
Tommy is coming out to play.
Oh, so we just have a normal twin and an evil twin.
No, I have about
Well,
9 people.
What is
stuck in
your
my
what
head.
is your phone Skype?
It's Midnight Cobbler.
Derek, Skype Dave's
He
phone.
has it. Holy!
Midnight Cobbler,
I'll
please.
tell you what. I'll Skype him.
Yeah, Skype him.
I'm only gonna do voice. I don't want to see his face.
The love between Scotland and Ireland.
Don't want a little mini war.
No mini warrior. He hung up on me. He hung up on me.
Well, you know,
Darren's
Scott-
his name?
Derek.
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 So talk to Derek and tell him to Skype Dave.
Derek.
Oh, okay. I've got words coming across my phone I can't repeat. Okay.
Yeah. What is wrong with this man?
I don't know what's wrong with him.
Derek.
Come on, make up a
Yeah,
song
we
for
gotta-
Derek.
we
Never should.
Serenade him with this.
Now, I don't know if you know this, but the Midnight Cobbler has multiple personalities.
No, I don't.
They're Jekyll and Hyde.
You'll fit right in with us.
So after the show, I'll introduce you to a few of them. There's George. There's Tommy.
Oh, you have names for each of them?
Yes.
Gotta keep track. I mean, that's on the show.
Oh, we're scared of Tommy.
Oh my gosh.
Which one is that? Yeah.
That one is the sound man. So what is your favorite thing to bake?
To bake.
We're really into pies, actually. Totally into pies.
Pies and muffins.
What kind of pies?
Like pumpkin pie, apple
You make a mean
pie,
peach pie.
Do you really?
Yeah.
I have a funny pie story for you.
If Derek is listening, you must turn Skype on for us to call you on Skype, buddy. Just thought I'd bring that to your attention.
When I was a little girl, I grew up in the foothills, Mount Rainier in Washington State.
Oh my gosh.
So,
These two girls need to meet Don Evans.
oh yeah, Donnie, if you're listening, Skype in too.
Gonna get a
Skype
rotation.
party.
Skype Fest. But we had a big huckleberry bush.
Incoming.
That should be an intro to a song.
Hello,
Like
sir. How are you today? What? I can't hear you. You must speak into the microphone.
What accent is that?
We don't know. That's one that's been down in the hole for too long.
yeah.
The 40-foot hole.
It's a 50-foot hole.
Keep speaking so I can get a level.
Anyway, so there were.
Hello?
Oh, I hear a voice. I hear a Scottish voice.
Hello.
Yo, yo.
Welcome to the Jazz Corner with Derek Kelly.
Hello from America.
Keep talking.
From
Keep
across
talking.
the river.
I'll see if I can get a Skype picture.
No.
Beg your pardon?
No, I don't want to.
No, we have to see your face.
Excuse me?
You have to see your face.
Oh, there it is. Hi.
Hello?
Yo, can you see us?
Good
no, we
afternoon
can just look
from
in there.
Glasgow, Scotland.
We
Hold
love
on.
your accent. You sound like Sherlock Holmes.
Excuse
Really?
me?
Yeah.
Sherlock Holmes was English.
I know he's English,
Excuse
but
me. Oi.
elementary.
Celebrities.
Again, switching. You're mixing up English and Scottish. It's a fine line.
No.
2 secs. What is up with this?
What? What? What'd you say?
Derek, is it?
Derek.
He looks like he's puzzled, like he's never touched a phone before in his life.
Hi, Derek.
How do you guys know each other?
Derek is a DJ over in Scotland. Oh, well, sorry,
Wow.
radio broadcaster over in Scotland.
Very cool.
And
Oh, we lost him.
Dave used to fix his mom's shoes because his mom lives over here in Forked River.
Oh my gosh. What
So one day he gave his mom his card, and so Derek and Dave became good friends.
Oh wow. Crazy how things work that way.
And then I was visiting with Dave, and he just sticks his phone. I'd never seen Skype before. Sticks his phone in my hand. There's this strange guy on the other end that I couldn't understand a thing he said.
It's not too hard to understand. It's totally normal.
Do me a favor. Text him. Tell him not to Skype 40footholestudio. He's got to Skype my phone. And that's the number I called him on.
Okay.
I think we're the only two people on the face of the earth without iPhones.
That's okay. Sometimes I wonder why I have one.
So you can play Candy Crush.
I don't play Candy Crush.
In the meantime, we can play another song. Oh, wait, I think it's working.
Okay. Apparently he likes hanging up on me.
It's been doing that a lot.
Okay.
Doing that a lot lately.
So then it's his internet that's not working. And there's nothing I can do about that.
Maybe it's just Scotland.
Well, he had problems signing on to the station too, so I think maybe, it could be just
Could just be the snowstorm.
the
that's getting
storm and
in the way.
everything. you know.
How many inches are we supposed to get? Like 3 inches?
I honestly don't know.
I'll let you know in just a minute. See, there was a time when phones were attached to a wall.
I miss those days.
What happened to my weather bug?
I think I swatted it and killed it.
I wonder what people are thinking right now. Okay.
Would you like us to play another song in the meantime?
Yes.
Yeah? Want to do the
Now, since we are just working at the moment and we're not in school, we used to always switch places in high school. And so that was a perfect sound effect for that, for switching. I thought that was so perfect. So we switch in music. It's our only way of being able to switch now.
I like this rocking chair. This is nice.
Total Mr. Rogers, right?
I know.
I didn't even notice that she was wearing a Rolling Stone sticky finger shirt.
Oh.
I think he figured out how to work Skype.
I think so. Can you imagine that was in the middle of the song? It's like an extra synth pad in the background.
You
Hello.
planned that.
You figured it out, did you? Oh my God, my ears are gone.
That was so perfect. It was right after you said Rolling Stones sticky fingers. That had to be fate.
Can you speak?
Yes, I can speak.
I got no volume on him.
Yeah, you just have to put your phone up to your little microphone.
Hello.
Hello? Hello?
Can you hear me?
Can I hear you?
Ooh, you got reverb
I love
on
how we
there.
got the ring so loud and then his voice.
And what? Would you like to say hello?
Good evening, girls. You're very, very good.
Hi, Derek. We traded places on you.
Can you pick out who, which is what, and who, and when?
Which one do you think is Nalani? And which one is Sarina?
We
Hello.
forgot our name tags. It's funny. People say you should tattoo each other's name somewhere on your body. You know how people sometimes get mom or
Right.
like a lover or something. But like, yeah, you should get each other's name just to confuse people.
That's funny.
No, that won't work.
That's funny. I like that.
Can you hear me?
Yes. Can you hear us?
Yes, crystal clear.
Do you have a question for these lovely ladies?
I said, where did they get their musical influences from, especially from the jazz point of view?
Ah, that's a good question. You do jazz broadcasting in Scotland? Is that correct?
Yes.
Very cool. We've kind of, ever since we're, in terms of jazz, that kind of came in later. We were raised as folkies, so
Our mom was really into folk music, so she'd always have folk artists playing all the time, and we even would see folk bands and all that stuff. But our dad was really into Ray Charles, and just that whole.
He was a little more blues and kind of touched up on jazziness. So that Ray Charles is one of our. For that one specifically, we kind of have been listening a lot to Ray Charles. We're listening to a lot of Herbie Hancock as well, and
We've been getting into 60s soul pop. like a lot of Sam and Dave, Otis Redding, all the Stax artists. We've fallen in love with that whole era. I wish we could take a time machine and go back to that. So that's where we've been drawing a lot of inspiration from recently.
I'm getting reverb. I'm getting about 2 or 3 conversations coming through at one time.
Because you got 2 or 3 things going on in your headset.
It's all garbled, all mixed up.
What was that?
It's all garbled and it's all mixed up.
Oh,
I'm the
okay.
official
translator. Yeah. It also doesn't help. It's 2 of us talking.
Yeah.
Hello, check.
Yeah, I got good sound.
I think Dave had too much coffee.
Nope.
No, not yet.
Nope.
It is getting late though. It's way past my bedtime. It's 4 o'clock in the
Did you miss
morning.
your daytime nap?
Oh, it's not 4 o'clock in the morning. It's 4 o'clock in the afternoon.
Dave actually only sleeps like 2 or 3 hours a day.
The way to do it.
Well, there's too much going on in the world. Oh, I just
We
dropped
dropped
Derek.
Derek. You still there, Derek?
Sorry, mate. Oh, he's upside down now. That's got to hurt with the blood going to the top of the head.
You still there?
Yeah, he's still there, but he's having a hard time hearing us.
Oh.
We'll
All right.
have to do sign language.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Thank
that's
you.
exactly what he's doing now. He's patting his head like Mo from the Three Stooges.
Be nice, Ireland.
All right. All right, we'll get back to you, Derek.
Thank you for the question.
Okay, Derek, we'll get back to you. Meet you on Facebook.
I can totally understand him. It's not hard on Yeah, you're
No,
too hard
actually,
on him.
No, when he's doing his radio voice. When he does his radio voice, he's much easier to understand.
Oh.
But when he's just speaking Scottish, people just tend to say, what?
I feel like a lot
A
of
Scottish guy with a radio voice. But when he speaks Scottish, it's like me.
I think radio hosts should be yoga teachers because it's all very like zen and very calm and soothing.
Yes.
Oh, yes,
Yes.
like that.
Yes, it is. It's
He says it's his pleasure, and he's going to enjoy the rest of the show.
Oh,
That is
thank
very
you,
sweet.
Derek.
yes, we're here to bring harmony and peace. Let's
Get into your
Let's-
meditation.
close our eyes.
Look at that. You even have a blanket on the wall that looks like that.
Oh, that?
Yeah.
Yeah. Just something we had laying around.
Yeah.
I like the colors. It looked, Blue Angel.
When you're laying on the carpet, looking up at the ceiling, the colors just reflect. It's like the blue crystal balls up here. As people see a hand drift by the screen
exactly. I
again.
totally feel like we're
Well, we're thinking about buying a disco ball, but we're not sure
Good
yet.
investment.
Yeah, well, we think so, but we probably won't get any work done because we'll all be going, wow,
Pretty lights, yeah.
pretty lights. Okay,
But we'll do another song.
okay.
This one's gonna be a little slower, and this is probably one of our most
Good
proud.
thing we
we'll
got
make
coffee.
you, we'll make you fall asleep.
Good thing we got coffee.
This was our we get a lot of people asking us like, do you guys ever have like telepathy when you guys write? And I always feel like that's such a stupid question because it's just like twins in general. If they're like, oh, you have telepathy, it's very annoying to be asked that. But this song specifically was one of the songs where we actually did have some type of telepathy.
And it really just started with a childhood memory that Sarina had of being a little kid holding balloons, like a balloon that you get at a carnival or a fair. And when you accidentally let it go and you see it drift up into space.
Have you ever done that as a kid, where you just like let go of a balloon and then watch it float up and you don't really know where it goes? You think it just ends up in outer space. And I wrote this memory down, and then I shared it with Nalani, and totally took on a whole different transformation. And this song kind of just spilled out after that. So it's called Balloons, and it's not like a little kid or nursery rhyme or anything.
I've been driving a while, feeling the moon upon my window, and I'll tiptoe your way, 'cause we only live among the shadows. So lay your head down, hope that morning never comes, 'cause I must confess, my happiness is this, will end with a kiss, 'cause I know the sun will surely follow. Well, I don't care what they say in this worn out place. You will watch them growing weary as they try to find the meaning. I don't care what they say, 'cause we'll fly above the stars and moon as if we were two free balloons released into space, looking down at the troubles we made. Yeah, yeah. And now tangled in doubt, caught in a web, it's pulling me down. I made up my mind, 'cause nobody knows which way the wind blows. I know it's not a lie, but I'll say this with my heart, that I must confess, I could care less, there's nothing left to hide. Cloud up the skies, but darling, only if we let them. I don't care what they say in this worn out place. We'll watch them growing weary as they try to find the meaning. Well, I don't care what they say, 'cause we'll fly above the stars and moon as if we were two free balloons released into space, looking down at the troubles we made. Fly above the stars and moon as if we were two free balloons released into space, looking down. The stars and moon as if we were two free balloons released into space, looking down at the troubles we made. Oh, the troubles we've made. Driving a while, feeling the moon upon my window.
Wow.
Very nice. Very nice.
I wanted to cry.
I just wanted to go collect like balloons. No, sorry, that was wrong. I'm sorry. I'm a loona bin.
We'll
You know that.
We'll bring you some balloons next time, Dave.
I wanted to get on the roof and go fetch that balloon.
They're gonna bring you balloons next time, they said.
Yeah.
Bring you twin balloons.
Twin balloons.
I don't even know what that is, but I'll bring you two of the same balloons. Yeah, I think we
Is
should
this
went to
is this a
went to whole
family
new
show?
level.
Okay then.
I'm glad this is the internet. Twin balloons.
99 red balloons.
Yeah. Straight back.
That was a good song.
That was
99 balloons.
okay. Well, you know, I'm just getting into this stuff. I'm learning. I just recently listened to Led Zeppelin for the first time in my life.
What?
Yeah. You introduced me to it.
I know.
What, you just listened to that?
Yeah.
Just do rock and roll.
Oh no, I wasn't. No, I was. No. It's a long story. We'll talk about it later.
Yeah.
So yeah, I'm working in the music industry and I'm getting to know music. Like I listen to Metallica. I've never heard
that's the thing.
Metallica before. I listened to it the other day. I was like, wow, this is cool. I wanted to call Steve Keller going, this is really, really cool.
Oh, man. Well, that's the thing. Music is endless. Or being a
You might,
it's never
I
ending.
I'm going to have to get an external hard drive because I have so much music now on my computer that it's slowing it down.
Know how you feel. Know how you feel.
Feel your pain.
I mean, I have all these independent artists I'm absolutely in love with, and you're my newest favorite.
Your newest favorite cupcake now.
So
I
would
hope our
love-
14 songs won't slow your computer down too much.
Yeah. Actually, I don't have to worry about it anymore. I have his computer.
Oh, good,
Just
yeah.
come over here and listen to this. No, I'd love to introduce you to Bella and Joe Orlando and Donnie Nivens. I'll make sure I send you their music. And,
Awesome.
Donnie Evans makes pie.
Yes, he likes
Apple pie.
He loves apple pie.
Oh, I think
He's-
we're gonna get along well.
He's
With the apples picked from his mom's orchard.
Yeah,
Wow.
he's actually an apple pie hoe.
He is from South Carolina.
Where is this going? Oh my goodness.
With the twin balloons.
With the oh my goodness.
It's the lights, you know.
I can take anything and curve it somewhere else.
I know. That's your job, right?
I love it.
That's it. Dead air not allowed. You remember the movie Batteries Not Included? You ever watch it?
I've heard of that actually.
You gotta watch it. It's so funny. It is so great. It's clean. It's just a
It's all twist yeah. Anything could be interpreted differently.
no. Batteries Not Included is a movie where little tiny spaceships are living in an old brownstone building that everybody wanted to tear down, and every time they try to demolish it, these things would come out at nighttime and repair the building. And the owner of the building couldn't believe that this was happening to his building and wanted to find out what was happening. But it was these little tiny spaceships that were living in a pigeon coop. And they were protecting this building because they've been there for so long. And the title of the movie is Batteries Not Included.
How clever.
Yeah.
Are you also their promoter, the PR?
No,
So we got chocolate nuts and
the movie's as old as I am.
That's gonna be next on the movie.
yeah, right.
Yeah, Paramount Pictures, please.
Just yes, support us a little bit.
Yeah.
I got my little spaceship thing.
Yeah, you do. You do have your little spaceship.
Yeah. I got a dancing Elvis up there.
We just saw Elvis's. It was a DVD of
His comeback.
his
comeback show.
Oh my gosh, it was amazing. I think it was in '64. Forget, but I think he like.
He was
Trying to
wearing
remember.
white leather, I think, right?
Oh, he was wearing
What is
all
he
leather.
not?
Yeah, white leather. Yeah, that was done in Vegas.
Okay.
He's amazing.
Yeah, Elvis wasn't allowed to be played in our house.
Oh,
Neither was the Beatles.
man, we were jamming out to the Beatles.
No, you got to remember everything the Beatles wrote was satanic because if you spun it backwards, it didn't make any sense. So it had to be satanic.
It's incredible how different, because we've been talking with more than one, like recently I've been talking to more people who have been talking about that time period when rock and roll was so frowned upon back in the 60s, and it's really hard to believe how times have changed since then.
Well, it was a new genre of music as compared to what they considered.
Speak into the mic.
It was a new genre of music as compared to, what was being played, big band and swing and everything else like that, and big orchestras, full-fledged orchestras with violins and everything. Even country music. Country music was the mainstream back in the 50s and 60s. Okay, it was considered sociably okay. Then came rock and roll, so of course everything in rock and roll was associated with drugs.
Yeah.
Okay.
And the devil's music.
Yes, because if it was that loud, it had to be not healthy for you, and that's the way it was interpreted. Unfortunately, when the Beatles got here, their music was already so everybody wanted to hear them that their first concert here in the United States, nobody could hear them anyway because they played in such a large venue.
All the screaming girls, right?
Oh yeah, that all you heard was.
Oh my gosh.
You didn't hear. They couldn't. There was no PA big enough at the time for them to be broadcasted.
We have one of their live DVDs, I think, from that show, and all you could hear are the screams. But you realize that when they're performing it, they must not hear anything. So that must mean they've got to be so good at their craft.
Were right on time.
And they're all together perfectly, so in sync. It's unbelievable how
even when they got here and they did they got here and they did the Ed Sullivan show.
Yeah.
The screams were so loud in the Ed Sullivan show. Their sound man couldn't do anything for them.
It was so funny.
And
they didn't have monitors, did they?
No. They were singing into a mic and they couldn't even hear their equipment because everything was plugged in.
Yeah.
And basically the sound man had control of everything, but the noise in the audience was so loud that he couldn't do anything either.
But you would never have guessed that they were that locked
based
in.
on just the audio. Yeah.
Yep. But
that's why they're the Beatles.
That's why they were the Beatles, right? And Rolling Stones.
Yeah.
They came out shortly afterwards. Unfortunately, they're still around today. We don't know how. Okay. It was the drugs.
They're well preserved.
They're well preserved, right?
Can you do a Keith impression?
No, I can't. Okay.
I mean, you've been so good with accents all day today.
I don't know if I could do his. And what are we doing Jimmy Carter for?
I don't know.
I've been doing that a lot lately. I go to Peanut Plantation down in Georgia. Then I go and build houses on the side. And the Secret Service will be here shortly. We didn't know the damn guy was in Jersey. What the hell is anybody doing? Yeah, I'm a firm believer in no such thing as dead air, and when nobody's speaking, I take over, and that's a shame. That shouldn't be allowed.
Yeah, giving him a mic is kind of scary.
With all the different personalities.
Well, no, he just starts talking. You don't know what's going to come out.
And that includes me.
Yeah.
Yep.
Okay.
I tease people all the time. Welcome to Chutes and Ladders. 40-foot-hole studio.
Life is always better when things are unpredictable.
That's right. That's right.
And I'm in my rocking chair.
You want some more coffee?
If I can find my.
Would you guys like another song?
Sure.
Yes. Can I talk you out of the coffee first?
Oh, yeah, of course.
Today's show is being brought to you by Chock Full of Nuts, the heavenly coffee. Been brewed in New York since 1938. It's not going to get us a damn bit of coffee from that.
Well, yeah.
But we're going to try. Oh, I hear a small guitar playing.
Our mother actually taught us the ukulele when we were like 5, and big in the Philippines. Definitely big.
And we would take them. She only taught us this one Hawaiian-sounding song. It was the first song that she learned in the Philippines. And we would take around these little soprano ukuleles everywhere. We would go to the grocery store with them, just playing this one song. It's the only song we knew. But then we picked it back up when we were about 17.
You know, on mic, it sounds like you're going to the bathroom.
Pouring coffee.
The mic was right
Yeah,
next
we
to
swear
It
it's
was right
coffee.
next to it was right next to the coffee cup.
Oh my gosh. That's too good.
Okay, intermission, everybody. Right.
When you gotta go, you gotta go.
That's it.
I think with all of this precipitation coming down, this kind of fits in perfectly. This is called Please Don't Stop the Rain.
Remember how the story goes? Well, I do. It started one day with my broken heart. It ends with you. Swear I felt it coming, could taste it on my tongue. It's been you and me together all along. So please don't stop the rain. Let it shake us over. How could I complain when I'm staring at my love? And please don't hesitate. Come a little closer. It won't bother me if I never see the sun. Please don't stop the rain. Oh, please don't stop the rain. Oh no. Ooh, hold me once, baby, kiss me twice. I have no doubt. Cause I've been told to stay inside the lines, but I'm moving now. I could stand out here for hours till my body turns to rust. Cause loving you is more than enough. Please don't stop the rain. Let it take us over. How could I complain when I'm staring at my love? Oh, please don't hesitate. Come a little closer. It won't bother me if I never see the sun. Oh, please don't stop the rain. Oh no. Please don't stop. La da da da, please don't stop. La da da da, please don't stop the rain. Sweetie da 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 da, yeah. Da da, please don't stop. La da da da, please don't stop. La da da da, please don't stop the rain. I can stand out here for hours till my body turns to rust. Cause loving you is more than enough. So please don't stop the rain. Let it take us over. How could I complain when I'm staring at my love? Please don't hesitate. Come a little closer. It won't bother me if I never see the sun. Please don't stop the rain. La da da da, please don't stop. La da da da, please don't stop. La da da da, please don't stop the rain. No 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 no. La da da da, please don't stop. La da da da, please don't stop. La da da da, please don't stop. Sing it with me, cupcake. Oh no. La da da da, please don't stop. La da da da, please don't stop. La da da da, please don't stop. Don't stop, don't stop. La da da da, please don't stop. La da da da, please don't stop. La da da da, please don't stop.
It should be Please Don't Stop the Snow. But
I'm in love.
we're in love with you.
We got to get these two girls back. Sophia Nicole in here at the same time, and Laura Marsh.
All right.
Dude,
We
that
love
would,
all of them. Oh my god.
we've actually played shows with like each of them separately.
let
and
me
they've been
get in
fun.
touch with them and
Totally.
let's see what we can do.
That would be fun.
And you know
Dave,
what?
I don't know if you could handle that many girls in here, that much estrogen. Will you be able to handle that?
Maybe we'll bring in like your dog or something.
Yeah. Okay.
That would be fun though. Sophia, we played a lot with that at Dragonfly.
She's so
Yeah,
sweet.
she's a sweetheart. I think she did
Yeah.
the show for the epilepsy awareness, right?
Yes. Yeah.
Well, that was very important to me because my father was a grand mal epileptic,
Oh my goodness.
and my oldest son and oldest daughter have petit mal seizures.
Woo.
So it's kind of a very scary thing. Like, you don't even see my oldest son having a seizure. I just see his eyes droop.
That is the
And
scariest thing.
according to the neurologist, he has about, when he has them, it feels like a migraine. So a lot of migraines are actually petit mal seizures. And he has
Jeez.
about 100 seizures in a minute. And that's, his eyes just droop with a bad headache. So
That
you
Is
know,
there cures for that?
there is
or
no
it-
cure at this time. They have a lot of drugs that they can put you on, but
That's
they have
nervous.
side
Yeah.
effects too.
Yeah.
You know, my father had the grand mal epilepsy so bad, it took 4 grown people to hold him down when he went into a seizure.
Wow.
So it's scary stuff.
These
tough.
fundraisers are so great for.
But
for
the fact that,
these.
you know, Sophia Nicole, as young as she is, she picked up a cause that was important to her. You know, young people have the power to make the real difference.
Absolutely.
And I encourage all young people to pick up a cause and just take it as far as you can take it. I mean, I wish I had done that when I was younger. I was too busy having babies. I have 5 kids.
Good for you. Good for you.
I was too busy chasing toddlers. That was my
That's
cause.
more young people. So.
More to inspire them.
Yep.
That's great.
So, now is there any particular cause that you guys?
Yeah, that's so funny that you say Sophia Nicole. We had her come down to the Veterans Ward with us, and we've done a couple shows down there. And that's always just fun to watch their faces light up. We usually do a Christmas thing there every year. And usually they're so unresponsive on a day-to-day basis, but every single time we come in to sing Christmas songs, they just light up.
Like the people who are like completely like in their own world, right when you start playing something, their eyes just light up, and that it really just shows how powerful music can be. So that's
Yeah, music is a great healer. I remember as a little girl, I worked with my mom. My mom was in the Disabled American Vets Auxiliary.
wow.
I licked many envelopes, stuffed
Oh my
many
gosh.
envelopes.
Wow.
I actually won $500, which was huge at that time, for my essay on what it meant to be an American citizen.
Good for you.
So I had my patchwork bell bottoms. I was
Oh
so
my
proud
gosh.
of those.
Oh, I'd love to read that. That's cool.
Got my picture taken.
Holding American flag.
Now, music is a great source of healing. I mean, people that are in a coma, most hospitals now realize that if they put a set of headphones on them and even play music for a couple hours a day with a set of headphones on, they notice a response to the person even in a coma.
Even just remembering, like, if someone's unresponsive too and they've played a song ever since they were little,
Yep.
and then playing that.
You'll see.
something, yeah.
Well, yeah, because
People with Alzheimer's and
you know,
it's crazy.
I know some doctors say once somebody's in a coma, you know, they don't know anything, but I beg to, I have to say different.
Yeah.
I mean, I've been in, you know, I can remember a lot of stuff with me, and you know, I don't know if I've ever been. I'm always in a coma though, but it's.
You've been dead a couple times.
Yeah. So I mean, I remember people around me. So, I mean that, you know, so it's you know, being in a coma's got to be the same thing, realistically.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah.
That's
I
why
think so.
that's why I wear headphones.
Really?
Yeah, because I'm in a coma.
That explains so much. Oh my gosh.
And I have all those extension cords that as I wander around going, oh, Guffy. Sorry, I didn't mean to break the mood of somber. We were going in a path that.
Was headed that way.
Yeah.
But then again, you know how to turn it the other way.
That's it.
It's a talent.
That's what I do.
Totally.
That's what I do. You know, Midnight Cobbler sniffs a lot of glue. That's what I do.
That's your slogan.
Yeah, I know.
That's true, though.
I used to have state troopers as customers, and they would come in the door and say, you don't mind if we leave the door open for a little bit before we come in? Why? Well, we have to go back out on the road. Okay. Yeah, leave the door open for a little bit.
Oh, the glue was so horrendous.
But yet, I never noticed it. My entire life doing it, I never noticed it.
Wow.
Yeah.
No, that's, like I said, explains a lot.
Yeah.
Those multiple personalities.
But I've never been found, that's right, I've never been found on a street corner huffing. They've never found.
Yep, he's never had to go to the street corner, just went to work.
Where's Dave? We don't know. But he should be back shortly.
That's how every studio was.
So do you guys have a favorite song?
It depends on if you mean like favorite song, like by an artist or our own.
Who's your favorite artist?
Favorite artist? Haha, that's a good question.
Let's see if they're both.
Right,
Let's see if
the
they're
same.
both the same.
I
know. Oh, the game where you hold up a chalkboard.
Yeah.
Right now my favorite is Sam and Dave.
Okay.
Sam and Dave is best.
If I were to choose one, just all-time favorite, like, it would be Ray Charles, just because I can listen to him in any type of mood I'm in. Any mood. And I know that we're picking a lot of older artists, but currently, like a more current artist. Have you heard of Alan Stone?
Mm-hmm.
Oh,
He's my
incredible,
current favorite.
See, the thing with Ray Charles is it doesn't make a difference how old you are or how young you are.
Yeah,
Everybody
yeah.
knows who Ray Charles is.
It just translates
yeah.
over.
And that, it just keeps going and going and going and going.
Yeah.
Yep.
The cool thing about him is, like, the way that he sings things and phrases things is so unexpected. So I think that's what makes it so captivating.
And
to listen to.
he sings like he's talking, so I think it resonates more with people because it's like he's speaking to you. So
He's a
yeah.
man.
Oh yeah.
Brother Ray. I'd love to be his Raylets.
Yeah. I think we're a little short.
He wouldn't know.
Yeah, that's true. Da-dong
Wow.
ching.
Wow. Sorry, Ray. Please,
He's gonna turn over and
his estate. I apologize.
Dave apologized.
It just slipped out. Okay, well, he's only about this tall now because he's this way.
Oh.
He's only this way. But okay.
Hit the road, Dave.
Yeah. Okay. Hit the road, Dave.
That's Bob Dylan's version.
So, do you know any Ray Charles songs?
We actually put one of his we do put that song "Hit the Road Jack" in one of our songs and kind of do like a little sort of mashup type of thing. Do you want us to do it now? We can do that.
Give it a try.
Yeah, why not?
Hey.
I love Facebook things, especially when they.
I just lost it.
You did when they do like redneck things.
Redneck thing?
Yeah. Here. Okay. I know this is totally off. Redneck apartment complex.
Oh my god.
It's a bunch of RVs
really
piled
consider
on top of
trailer.
each
That
other.
I don't know how that can exist in real life with it being.
I'm pretty sure that's either in a junkyard or was photoshopped.
Yeah.
But it's cute. It's cute.
That's in the wine.
Now we're gonna move everything for righty.
This one's always our fun one to end with at shows. Sadly, it's not on our CD, but it is our dad's favorite song.
Yeah. So this is called "Break It Down."
I've been waiting for so long for my baby
I'm leaving at the break of dawn.
Give me something to call love.
13-second chance it is all too much.
Give me something. Give me what I need. But don't you tell me you'll be at the front door, honey. You'll never change, don't bother coming. I'm leaving at the break of, leaving at the break of dawn. Hey, take it away, Sarina. Ignore the signs for a while because my heart was in denial. But I won't stand to face the music. You refuse to sing along. Hey!
At the table set for two, told me you'll be here, but you spoke too soon. That's why I'm leaving at the break of, leaving at the break of dawn.
Hey! No, no. Give me what I need.
Well, you should be the one down on your knees,
Begging and pleading, please. I'll tell you something. Pets a pet, my motor's running. You'll never change, don't bother coming. I'm leaving at the break of, leaving at the break of dawn. Baby, 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 babe, I'm leaving at the break of dawn.
Give me a little Ray Charles.
Hit the road, Jack, and don't come back.
What you say?
Hit the road, Jack, and don't come back. Hit the road, Jack, and don't you come back no more. Know what you say? Hit the road, Jack, and don't come back. Hit the road, Jack, and don't come back. Hit the road, Dave, and don't you come back no more. Okay, let's bring it back to the modern day now. We are never ever getting back together. We are never ever getting back together. We are never ever getting back together.
Like ever.
Never, never, never. I'm leaving at the break of. 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 Leaving at the break of dawn. No, no, yeah. I'm leaving at the break of. I'm leaving at the break of. I'm leaving at the break of. I'm leaving at the break of, leaving at the break of dawn.
Little Ray Charles.
All for you, Dave.
Well, thank you. Thank you very much. Yeah.
Guess it's kind of rude telling you to hit
Yeah,
the
we
road.
won't tell Billy to leave.
Okay. I'm out of here. You guys can figure this out on your own. You got some real fancy learning to do real quick, man. Because I haven't taught her everything yet.
We haven't learned to twirl the knobs yet. So let's just hold off on this hit the road jack thing.
It's just not twirling the knobs. It's how you make the knobs twirl. that produce the sound that comes in these things, which then goes through this little thing over here, up this wire, down this wire, over here, goes around there, goes through here, hops over here, hops over here, into here, and then goes out onto the internet.
Dave has a magic touch.
I learned how to turn the computer on, okay?
Woohoo! Yeah.
I almost learned how to turn the radio station on.
He's speechless.
Long time ago, way long time ago, I was doing sound we were doing sound to make a record for a band called the Outlaws. And they were playing a song called Green Grass and High Tides. Well, the original version of the song is 7 minutes long. Saturday night, it's 1 o'clock in the morning. They've already been playing for 4 hours. The band's pretty much drunk. And this is how they wanted to finish the night, with this song. But they just kept jamming and jamming and jamming. And we had the one mixing board up above the catwalk because I could get better sound that way than when we were. And we were drinking JD all night long. And we had ropes that we were passing down to the band, and they were drinking JD with us. And the funniest part of the whole thing was the song ends very abruptly in the live recording of it. It just stops. And the reason for that is because we ran out of JD. The band's all looking up at us, and we're going. And
that's the reason why it ends so.
Yeah, and they just went, okay, and they unplugged their equipment and walked off the stage.
That is so funny.
That's a good story for them.
Yeah, unfortunately, they're not a band anymore, but that's okay.
Never mind then.
Yeah. No, actually, no, their music is still good. I still play it. I still enjoy it. The first time I got to meet them, we did a small afternoon venue at the old Roosevelt Theater in Jersey City. It was an old minor league baseball park. They opened up for Seals and Crofts, Poco, Eagles.
Wow.
Yeah, and the crowd did not want to let them get off the stage. So they played for about an hour and a half when they were only supposed to play for 20 minutes. So then then Seals and Crofts came on, and they didn't want to be outdone, so they played for 2 hours, and then Poco played for 2 hours, and the Eagles, they didn't want to be outdone by any of these other bands, so they played for 4 hours. So a concert that started at around 2 o'clock in the afternoon finished by the time everything was done like 3 o'clock in the morning.
Oh, wow.
But it was just such an energized show that nobody cared that it lasted so long.
Huh. Didn't they have some type of, at the venue, they're supposed to be cut off at a certain time? That didn't apply?
Yeah, most of the time though, in that period, there was no such thing as a noise curfew.
Oh, okay.
Okay, the ballpark was not really in a neighborhood; it was in an industrial center. Okay, the ballpark.
That makes it much easier.
Yeah.
The minor league ballpark was actually a building that should have been torn down a long time ago. It wasn't
When
being
in doubt,
used.
get an abandoned building.
Yeah, it wasn't being used
Well, it's
by anything,
isolated,
but it made a great venue because it had a nice infield.
Is it still around or?
No,
is it
it's
still?
actually a road now.
Oh man.
Yeah, but it's the times. But a lot of nice concerts there. Pink Floyd, and
in Roosevelt?
yeah, Jersey City. Yeah. A lot of good concerts came out of there in the 60s and 70s. Yeah. So,
Awesome.
yeah, a lot of fun. Hey, yeah. Never got to do Ray Charles though. It's a shame.
Speaking of the presence of him would probably be amazing.
Yeah, a lot of the musicians I work with today, I do take a back seat. I have a lot of fun when people come into the studio because I can chat with you. When I'm out there doing it for a road show, I don't get to speak with the artist most of the time. Billy Joe or Todd will do the interviews and stuff like that, and I'm fine with that because at that point I now have to worry about the band, the artist changing and getting them ready to go and everything else like that. So I really don't have time to do the interviews. But I get so energized when I do stuff like this.
That one-on-one
you're
interaction is the
great.
best.
Huh?
The one-on-one interaction, being able to talk to you.
I try to keep it light and fun.
Yeah, you're good at this. You should do this.
I do. Thank you. I'll take it out. You know what? Maybe we should do this more often. Well, they think I'm good at it. Wow, do I got them fooled, huh? Yeah. Wow.
You two are just so much fun.
All you say is, wow.
Yeah, right?
Yeah, that's 90% of the time. That's all I can say. It's just,
But when we're in a little group of setting like this, I do like to interact with the artists.
Yeah.
Because sometimes they can feel, well, what do we do next? What do we do next? I have to constantly remind them, this is your show. Let's do whatever you want to do. We'll talk about anything you want to talk about. And once in a while, when you feel, I can sense that you might be getting a little stale. I'll say something stupid, and it usually works. It makes you a little more comfortable and a little,
You are. This is like home.
one of the artists, he's just phenomenal. I don't know if you've heard of String Bean. He's
Asbury Park guy.
Asbury Park guy.
Yeah.
He didn't want to talk, so for 2 hours he did nothing but play music.
Wow.
And when he did talk, his answers were like,
Yeah. No.
yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
So I just looked at him. I said, you know what? You're good at what you do. Keep playing. I'm going to do what I do. We'll be fine. And that's how the whole thing went for 2 hours.
And then we had was it Nikki Breyer?
Nikki Breyer.
She didn't want to play.
No,
she
she
just
just
wanted
wanted
to talk.
Well, Kat came out and she just wanted to chat. And she goes, do we really have to play? No.
You get
But,
the best of both worlds. Yeah.
Well, I'll tell you what. We'll play a couple songs, but I got a lot on my mind. Okay, so whatever you want to talk about, we'll talk about.
This is like a therapy session too, as well.
Yes, yes. A very inexpensive one.
Right. And how do you feel about that?
Oh, I'm okay with it as long as we have chock full of nuts the heavenly call.
Right, that's right.
Still brewed in New
again,
York
a
since
sponsor.
1938. We're gonna send him a copy of the show. Hopefully, they'll send us a check.
Yeah, yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. Because we actually do use it. We'll actually bring the can into the studio and take a picture of it and send it to them. Yeah.
No, we actually.
With a thumbs up. Yeah.
It's probably my favorite coffee.
She actually never had it.
You're introducing Miss Cupcakes to everything.
She was a deprived child. Quarantined most of her life.
Yeah. Actually, I was a homeschooling mom.
Oh, wow.
My 5 kids, up until 2006, my oldest 3 never went to school until they went to college.
Wow.
And they did very well. My daughter, Joanna, has her theological degree, but found it much more profitable and much more enjoyable to be a waitress. She enjoys it very much. My son David is in college now for philosophy.
Very
And,
nice.
my son Bobby just likes to work. He just likes to work. He always was the kid who was like hands-on. Let me push the lawnmower. Let me climb up on the roof. So that was his personality, and that's the way he learned. And then, Sammy and Sarah are my kids who I put in the school system, which I so regret to this day. I so regret it. So, but they're doing okay.
I mean, String Bean, when he played, he goes, he stopped for a minute and he said, it's been a while, but I really want to play some Bible music. And all I said was, yeah, go right ahead. And so he played about a half an hour of Bible music.
Yeah, it was awesome.
Incredible.
Actually, we found that is a whole new genre that people like to hear. I mean, we're finding out that most people in the world, they're sort of stuck where they live, and it's not not their fault. It's just society the way it is. So we had done a 2-hour show every Sunday of gospel music starting at 8:00 in the morning. And
We've been getting into Mavis Staples. We saw her live a couple months ago, and oh my gosh, she sings with every bone in her body. It's
the majority of our listeners were in South America and Muslim countries, which I found strange. But then I did some of the research on the territories and found out that before they were Muslim countries, they were Christian countries.
Really?
So you had a choice, and I don't want to offend anybody that's a Muslim religion, but in a lot of the countries in the East, okay, when the Muslims took over, you were either killed or banned from the country, or you just became a Muslim even though you still wanted to be Christian. And those are our biggest listeners. But we now had a lot of requests to expand it, and so we have, and so many independent Christian artists have sent in so much music and so much talent that we're doing.
It's now a 12-hour show.
It's now a 12-hour show.
Nice.
It's a 12-hour show.
Yeah, every Sunday from
Got
8
any
from 8
Davis in there?
from 8 to
8
8.
to 8.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah. I'll take a look after we get off the air, because pulling up that file is large and it takes a little bit of time.
Yeah, 12 hours. That's a
Actually,
good hard drive.
that's not even scratching the surface.
Wow.
Yeah.
Yeah, and it
great.
started with the day that I was just having such a bad day, and because I am Christian, and Dave picked up on it, and I just wanted to hide from the world, and he just
So we extended it to like a 6-hour day, and everybody says, "You're still playing Christian music?" I said, "Yeah." Can you play it longer? Okay.
and even our guy that has a show, DJ Scotty, he chimed in this week and said, "I'm just going to continue it for my 3-hour show." So he just continued the gospel music, and it was awesome.
Yeah. No, I mean it's everybody's taste in music from around the world. You have to learn to adapt to it, and I try to. And I tease people, and that's why I spend so much time talking to other countries and listeners from around the world. I mean, I actually answer tweets when people tweet me. I answer Facebook when people send me a message on
He even
Facebook.
answers my tweets and my Facebook because I'm very bad at it.
See, that's we always do that too. We trade back and
Too much
forth.
time playing Candy Crush.
Candy must be destroyed.
She was on level 117 for like 6 months.
No, it was only 2.5 months.
It could have been 6 months.
I
Damn
swear you
chocolate.
guys are like us.
It's a chocolate. It's evil.
So I do spend a lot of time talking with other record companies from around the world. We're working with a nice group, Panda? Is that his name?
Yeah, Panta.
Panta, from South Africa. And he's got a whole line of club DJs that are good, hungry, and looking to get themselves out there. So we're giving him 2 hours a week to promote his club DJs.
Nice.
And
That's crazy that you're doing that all the way in South Africa, you said?
South Africa, yeah.
Well, we're now in 111 countries because Malaysia picked us up.
Wow.
Yeah,
It's
we're
crazy how the internet works. That you just, be
Go
in
anywhere.
contact with people all across the world.
yeah. I've made some good friends with other radio stations in Germany and France and England, and we have listeners in Norway and through Russia and China.
Great. But how do they,
Is it all just through the internet?
Yeah, yeah.
That's true.
There's Chuck Eaton.
Everything with the internet.
Chuck Eaton is from Brazil.
Yep.
Yep. Good friend of ours in Brazil. Doug Cash is in Sacramento, California.
No, if you just want to take, a backpack trip anywhere, you just have people stay with now in every country.
No, I'm not backpacking anytime soon. No, I was in a car accident. I don't do anything with anything that has the word back in it.
Oh, no. Oh, no.
I don't know. Maybe someday in the future, long time in the future, when I'm gone, this radio station will actually be a completely mobile radio station.
Ooh.
'Cause that's really what we do. I mean, that's what our claim to fame was. Is see how we set you up here. That's how I set people up when we go to the shows, to the venues, to the coffee
Right.
houses.
We've done some major shows. I mean, Riverfest, that was 3 days, 95-degree heat. We burnt up 2 soundboards.
Yep, we lost 2
We
soundboards
were-
in that one.
Wow.
We went through
I was
each.
going to say, your equipment must have been hard to maintain.
Do you basically
We
just
had
find a
we had
room in
fan,
the
we,
venue
we had
to
fans on it,
do
and it still
interviews
didn't
and
do.
stuff?
Yeah?
After the artists got done with their set, they'd come over and sit with my
Oh,
friend
that's
Denise and
great.
myself, and we'd do an interview. But we were under a canopy, and we were drinking 3 cases of water a day, and we still could not sweat. We were so dehydrated.
Wow.
It was rough, and I ended up sunburnt, and I wasn't even in the sun.
Under a canopy.
Under a
Under
canopy.
trees in a canopy.
This global
Yeah.
warming, man.
But I mean, it's it's when we took the radio station itself was basically created the way we do it now, the way this is, because I wanted to spin records on the air without making it an MP3, which can sterilize things.
Right.
And I have some very old records, and once I figured out a way to literally spin the record by dropping the needle, and that's how it went out, instantaneous.
How did you do that?
Taking some wires and touching them together until it worked. Basically, once I got that done, I realized that I could use these same programs to do so much more. And because we're not just running a mic into that, we're actually the sound quality that people hear at home. They actually they might as well be here.
Wow.
Yeah. So.
Were they vinyls?
Well, actually, yeah, those are vinyls right over there.
I love the sound quality of vinyls.
Mhm.
Our dog loved it.
But-
Something with the frequency that just.
But that's the reason why I'm able to do shows like this.
Yeah.
Because I wanted to spin vinyl records.
That's cool.
Yeah, I have one turntable there and there's
Yeah,
another
I
over there.
Saw that. That was
Yeah.
the first thing I noticed.
And that's actually how I realized that we could actually do stuff like this for the artists, and bring them into the studio.
We would like to.
Yeah.
We should request vinyls for you to play.
Yeah.
Oh, you can request music.
Oh yeah, we have a
You
request
go-
link
go
on our
on-
webpage.
Go on our
Oh,
webpage.
cool.
Yeah.
And make sure you put in your email address so we can email you.
We'll
and
put some
let you
Herbie
know.
Hancock
Yeah.
on for.
We'll email you
for
when the
Derek.
music's going to be on.
Great.
Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah.
Because we do, there's music playing 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. Never takes a break, unless, of course, there's a Hurricane Sandy,
coffee
which
run.
knocks out the. Even a coffee run doesn't stop the music.
Oh yeah, that's true.
Doesn't stop
You
the
were
music.
playing our music yesterday or the
Yes.
day before?
Yes.
Yeah, it was on the air yesterday.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
Nice.
Was that using the files that we sent you online?
Yes.
All right. Well, now you have a physical CD that you.
And so we have. The only thing we got rid of was the chat room. When I first opened up a chat room for the radio station, we had a lot of people using it. People were using it all the time. It had no tracking cookies in it. It was safe for everybody to use. And then people stopped using it, so there was no sense in constantly
Yeah.
paying for something that people didn't want to use.
And actually, with the live stream, there's a chat room section built into it.
Yeah,
Oh,
I just don't do it because I don't have time to type into that and
Norma.
do this too.
Once we get this all set up properly, I'll have my laptop in here and I'll monitor.
You'll be
it.
chatting
Cool.
away.
I'll be chatting.
Twitter, Facebook, and chat room.
But no, he does a Twitter and Facebook.
Gotcha.
I mean, because we have you have instant message on Facebook, you have the Twitter page, live stream has a chat room. that
Social
people
media is
can-
a wonderful,
Oh, yeah.
crazy
Yeah, right?
thing.
Oh yeah,
Totally crazy.
Yep. you know, the next step is to get a few more cameras for in here.
cool.
You know,
There's gonna be monkeys everywhere.
I know.
we have a drone from that we're going to incorporate when we go out and do live shows.
Cool.
Where we
Yeah.
can fly it above the crowd.
Fly it above the
That's
crowd.
awesome.
So we can get a capture, an image of the crowd that's at the event.
Nice.
So that's a lot of stuff coming up in the future.
Yeah.
Especially if people out there listening start donating.
Well, it's
Hint, hint, hint.
see, unfortunately, to me, it becomes begging when we say that, but people don't realize how much more we can do if I'm not constantly taking money out of my pocket to do it.
I
Yeah.
have no shame. I'll beg. It's okay.
You know,
I'll be the begging
Please
cupcake.
donate to 40footholestudio.
Absolutely. I mean, if
and it's
there's-
easy to do. Just
if-
go onto our webpage.
And if something is worth begging for, I mean, this whole idea of what we're trying to do here, it's worth
Yeah.
stating over and over again. Come on, help us out so we can do more for the independent artists
Yeah.
and more for the independent listener.
Right on.
We if any kind of a smartphone, any kind of a laptop, any kind of computer, There's so many different links that we have set up, and so many different ways that you can listen to us and take us with you on the road, and
in South Africa too.
Yes. And actually, with the smartphones, we have it set up that you get really good CD quality sound, better than iTunes. Sorry, iTunes. And it is realistically, and it
You
uses
get vinyls.
and it uses up very little of your data program while you're listening to it. When you listen to Pandora chews up your data your data plan.
Yeah, I can attest to that because my daughter does Pandora. Kills my data plan.
But all that took a lot of time. It took me almost a year to build the station before we actually went on the air.
Yeah, so please support
We're not asking. When we say that, we tell. I don't want people all their money.
just a little bit.
If all our listeners would contribute $1 a month, it would be so much easier for us to operate.
And if the listeners and the artists contribute $1 a month, we could expand.
You guys are doing great.
Yeah.
You guys are doing really
So do you
great.
guys have another song you want to play?
We would actually like to end with the last one that's on our record.
I thought they were staying all night.
Oh, well, they are. Honey, the party keeps going after we get off the air.
Oh.
I already got this worked out.
I mean,
So basically, then once they're done, so am I. Yeah. See, look at the smile on your face. Yeah.
But this is it's the last track on our album, and we wrote the song over the summer, and we call it the lullaby of the album. And at first we weren't going to put it on it because it was so newly written, but our producer and engineer convinced us to put it on. So it was one of the last songs that we put on.
And why don't you give them some credit while you're on the air?
Yeah. Shout out to Greg Drew and Julian Hertzfeld.
Okay.
This is called White Dove.
White dove said, soon your hopeless days will fade away. You turn out fine. No one said all the roads are smoother up ahead. It just takes time. These moments when we break are beautiful mistakes in an ordinary life. If you can't learn from your past, life's sure to hit you fast. So don't you let your days pass you by. A white dove sang a little melody to lift its wings through the wretched storm. In some way, the deepest pain can bring a deeper strength when you need it most. These moments when we break are beautiful mistakes in an ordinary life. If you can't learn from your past, life's sure to hit you fast. So don't you let your days pass you by. White dove say, I'll be back again another day. When times get rough in this life, there are those who'd rather just get by, but that's not enough. These moments when we pray from your past. Life's sure to hit you fast, so don't you let your days pass you by.
That was amazing.
Thank you.
That was a good way to end. Very good way to end. A lovely song. Very lovely song. I'm glad your producers sort of talked you into doing that song.
That's where our folk roots came in for that song. Yeah, it was a lot of fun.
It's a lullaby, that's why we end with a lullaby.
Yeah. It was definitely a good way to end. All right, I just want to let everybody know that this is 40-foot hole studio. This is an in-the-hole session, a special session on a Saturday afternoon. Lovely way to spend a snowy day on the East Coast of the state of New Jersey with two very lovely girls. Bolton is their last name. One more time.
Oh yeah,
You've been switching
yeah,
up
I
on it a lot.
know.
I know. That's
So
fine.
Nalani and
Nalani
Sarina.
and Sarina. All right. And you will be able to hear this show again in a SoundCloud version by going to 40footholestudio.com radio. In a couple days, that'll be up and running. And also in a couple days, the video of this will be available to review on live stream, 40-foot hole studio, so that we can continue to pass their music around to the world.
Absolutely.
And there's no doubt about it. You got a lovely future ahead of you. And
Well, thank you so much for having us.
You both.
I look forward to having you back here again, and hopefully within the next couple months, when the weather cooperates,
Yes.
when we get back out on the road, we'll come pop out and see you in one of the coffee houses.
Great.
We'll get even more coffee.
More
More coffee.
espresso.
More espresso. Yeah, we're gonna
Oh yeah. We
put it up
learned.
to the next level.
We learned. I do not do espresso and coffee.
No,
Red eyes.
no, you get the shakes. Yep.
I forget the shakes. I don't sleep for 3 days.
The two of us and Dave will be taking shots of espresso, right? And just be able to sleep right after. Right, Dave?
Right. That's not a problem. All right. What did I do? I told DJ Scotty I was going to put a show of his on, right? Is that what I told him? Right? He's going to start right after this show?
Yeah, we're gonna put his show on after.
Yeah, okay. The Christmas show, right?
Yes.
Okay,
Yes.
good.
He did not want us to play Christmas music.
So that's what he's going to get.
So, but we're gonna play Christmas
That's
music
right.
because here at 40-foot hole studio, it is Christmas every day of the year.
No, we're not going to put a Christmas show on.
Really? I was so excited.
Yeah, I know. I just figured I'd let you down easy.
You're so mean.
I know. That's part of me. That's who I am.
Okay.
It's the Tommy in me.
Cupcake's frosting is drooping now.
All right, everybody. We're going to say goodnight at this point. DJ Scotty is not on today, but he will be back tomorrow at 3 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. But I did promise him we would do a rebroadcast of one of his shows, and it's not going to be the Christmas show. Don't worry about it, Scotty. He's probably pulling his hair out while he's getting his car fixed. So this show is from October 21st in 2013. And, okay, with that, we're going to play a little Scotty music. Yay! All right, and we're clear.